Dude,
the NFL season has hit high gear. Off we go in week
former
11
owner of the
on
Monarchs.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no
easy.
run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader. Standing 6'4".
I got Dixon for you.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is. It's not. It's all
his feet alone.
Oh my God! See, bro, when I hit people, they always do like a soft ass tackle and fucking let these niggas hit.
From scrimmage, put that secondary on notice.
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do.
No, nigga.
Sure, we think deep ball right out of the
Let me
game.
give you a contract for your last year.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness? Down linebacker to the backfield to run up there and make that.
I hate when I'm fucking making adjustments, about to make an adjustment, and you hike the ball, and you fucking do that fucking.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big
I like
drive. Not much sense. It'll be left to try and get the first.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
He runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers to read the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Bro.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was
no
able to get it done from deep.
back.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Bro, anybody can run the ball. You can put a receiver back.
So out come the Seahawks now for their
I ain't got no
first
receiver that can do that.
And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver.
Go to depth chart.
Terrific offensive line. I agree with
Smith.
Oh, see what I mean? Bro.
Just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing
My team
lanes,
always drop the ball whenever they
And
touch.
they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
See, these niggas not even get.
He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team,
Man, I was about to get off.
we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
Come on, bro. Please block. I call. Why is that even? Oh my God, bro.
They are visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
6 blockers and 4 people rushing. You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me somebody else, there's no second person to pick him up?
And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down to the 32.
Thomas.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith.
Get him up out of here.
Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Love.
See, man. Bro. Every time they get beat, run man, they get beat. Run zone, they get beat. Fuck out of here, bro.
It certainly feels like they're more stars at the tight end position than they were even 10 years ago. And I think it's because
well, what if it's the slot?
Because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage, outside receivers, but hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together.
First of all, I play the man close to the line. Throws slide tight end. Whoever closest, I play him myself.
And then there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now again, running right is Love. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
You left the game?
From the gun. Love. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside.
Why, bro? Why do they get every zone, bro? Why do they get every zone, get every throw?
Sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he is out of bounds here.
How's he able to pull his...
to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've driven them.
It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, you can go to that play action pass. You see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more.
They tackling me through the fucking...
I hate campus, bro.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Oh, it's touchdown.
Throwing on 1st down. Phillips. He's gotten the Jokers. Big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the game there. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And again this time to the tailback.
Come on, bro. This is
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Two of my blockers are running into each other.
When you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, a trench does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Phillips, operating from the gun. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Right there, 54, right there, 50.
2nd and 1. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Getting a return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone.
Oh, come on, Jimmy.
Before this game
Come
finishes.
on, Jimmy.
Right now,
Oh, my
he's got his
God.
team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown
That nigga
pass
cheat.
number 2 here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On second down, run. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw. Open man over the right side. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Bitch.
And did he put
Good
that on a
fucking
dime?
punt.
He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Should have got that
Talk
bitch.
about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. To throw from his end zone. Phillips.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch them get this safe. Oh, my God. Where can I go? Where can I
Against
go?
Seattle. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
So his
A gain of a
mobility
yard
with
gets
that
him back where they
fucking
started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Phillips to throw from his end zone. On the right side here, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they give this time to the
Oh, my
tailback.
God.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 32 on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
He jumps around the play.
And he'll give it here to his
He's right there, bro.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Well, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Oh, but he gets a one-shot.
Taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Phillips. And this one complete to Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know, you're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be, what do we need to get, and then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves, despite the fact that no shot at the playoffs?
On 1st and 10, Love. That's complete to the right side.
Oh, man, my line sucks,
Just shy of the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
how did he fucking know?
Was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Watch back, Trent.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? But they all...
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
That boy's a monster.
In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks get the quick touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. So we have reached halftime. And just like that, we head to half number 2. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
This nigga pre-fire.
Oh, you bumped it again.
To throw is Phillips. On 1st and 10. He's going to lock one deep left side here.
Oh, come on. Smooth.
Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Right there, 63. He's right there.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime and hand the ball to him back.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Phillips. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes
Why did you
max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's St. Brown of the jet sweep. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, Lowe. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first.
On the stairs.
Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lowe. Over the middle, complete. That's Lowe. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Off the play fake. Love. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage.
How the fuck did he shoot me through the smoke?
The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Love. Open man right side.
Every time I put a hit on something.
The completion good for 3 and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
Oh yeah, because I'm to the left of the door, but he can shoot through the fucking brick wall.
Come on, bro. I can't be everywhere.
Wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Ooh, good shit.
And he's going to go down.
Look at that boy go.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun. Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Oh, man, this D tackle, bro.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call him.
Look at block. Oh, come on, bro. I see.
Offense has got to get together and figure out
They let this nigga, they really let this nigga get to that hand.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Phillips now on 1st down.
Good tackle, because that shit was close around.
And he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Just because he did that shit. He was too fucking... Oh, come on, bro.
Good protection that
Now
time.
they
They
want this
couldn't
nigga
hook
stop
up on a
there.
long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite
And I get shot
defensively,
from
right?
the other
No,
way.
not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there, silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Good open field tackling there. 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. Grab for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Yeah.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, what time you coming
You
over?
know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do
Can't even be
that.
there.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his hand out and make a play.
Fuck you.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him
Damn,
down
he
as
gone?
he's inside the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun.
How's that out of me?
Over the middle. And he's brought
bro.
down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Why do I have to play everybody, bro?
Gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Oh my God, bro. Come on, bro.
Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball. That big
pressure now. He's going to go
Good shoot, Jenny.
Sack back around the 8.
Well, that decision to me was all about paying.
Good shit, bro.
You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision making during heated times. And just look at it right here at this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
Now just up 1 makes this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board.
Niggas always complain about rules and
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on
June just said rules are being broken.
Play here on 1st down.
Every time they change a fucking rule, they don't tell
rule.
the
What happened?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I broke a rule.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Complete. Smith has it. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Looking to throw. Phillips. He's going to
Oh my God. Quit doing that shit to me, bro.
Incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Being chased out left.
I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays, the Rams go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
What did they just call? Oh my God, they be on me. Hold, I am gone, bro. How can you hold? I am gone.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st.
But now he gets to fucking run in for a sack. Fuck this game, bro.
Bilal Nichols. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's got Smith here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they give this time to the tailback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out here in the eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Real, rush in, showing it,
Phillips throwing on 4th down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll look to throw, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams here on a pickup of 18. Here it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to find Equanimeous St. Brown. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. And all the way down to the 5.
Go, let's go!
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves